Snoozytail the Squirrel just loves to go on dreamy nighttime adventures in the hidden forest. And tonight, you are invited to join along for a most enchanted journey in this fun and relaxing sleep meditation for kids. Because this marvelous bedtime story is full of squirreling about and enjoying lots of cheeky mischief and fluffy, furry fun. So snuggle under the covers and get all cozy and comfortable as you prepare to visit the enchanted hidden forest, where absolutely anything is possible. Gently close your eyes as you begin to feel all drowsy, dreamy and sleepy, which is the best way to be when you meet Snoozytail, the sneakiest, snooziest squirrel of them all. Now take 3 deep breaths in and out, breathing all the way down to your belly, filling your lungs with healthy air, and now letting that air flow calmly out. Excellent. Again, take a deep belly breath in. Hold it at the top and let it go as you feel your body relaxing so very well. And one more time, a big breath in through your nose and a slower, easier, gentle breath out through your mouth. And just breathe naturally now, however feels best for you. Brilliant. You're really good at this meditation. Now make sure you're listening in very closely, because in your imagination, you may start to see what the magical hidden forest looks like. In your mind's eye, you can see and imagine a healthy green woodland as old as time. With floating forest mists, tall ancient trees, and clear flowing streams. And you sense that this is a safe and loving place, where all animals are welcome to live in freedom, harmony, and happiness. And now you may imagine standing here in this beautiful woodland, right next to the biggest, most magnificent oak tree in the whole entire forest. Your bare feet touch the earth, and you feel the softest green grass beneath your toes. This is called earthing, connecting you here to Mother Nature. You instantly feel calm and full of wonder, quite excited to see what you just might discover here. It is evening time, and starlight twinkles through the oak tree's branches, and the full moon glows with a silvery sheen. It's almost as if there's a little bit of forest magic in the air. And all of a sudden, you hear a little rustle in the leaves above you, as well as some sniffing and snuffling noises. You gaze up and see, hanging upside down at the very end of a branch, is a bushy-tailed, bright-eyed, and brave little squirrel. Reaching out for the last acorn as far as it can stretch, until the acorn now breaks off and falls away through the air, straight towards you, and you quickly catch it in your hands. This most surprised squirrel rushes down the tree trunk and across the grass, looking at you very curiously and eyeing its acorn eagerly. You admire its reddish chestnut coat, cute little paws, and the most magnificent curly-whirly, fluffiest tail you have ever seen. And so, with a deep breath, you decide to hold the acorn out as a little squirrel gift. And before you can blink, with a swish of its tail and a quick dart of its paws, the squirrel snatches it away and clutches it happily in its claws. Grateful for its precious acorn, this cute creature now says thank you in a squeaky little voice, and tells you her name is Snoozytail. And so you introduce yourself to Snoozytail the Squirrel too. And this friendly squirrel hops up and down and seems very excited to make your acquaintance and to have a new forest friend to go foraging with on new adventures. Much to your surprise, in a magical flourish, she moves her majestic bushy tail in a swishy curly wave. And in the starlight, you can see sparkles of brilliant energy, like an enchanting squirrely spell. Because all of a sudden, you shrink down to be the same size as your new friend, and you happily discover you even have a big bushy tail of your own. Snoozytail takes you climbing now up the oak tree to learn the secret squirreling ways. You follow along to her scratching and scraping, gripping and hopping ways, climbing up this strong, wise oak tree. And you know she is always close by, from the familiar sounds of her squirrely sniffing and secretive snuffling. And much to your delight, you find that you can now hang upside down on branches so easily with your tail. You now have perfect balance, and you are able to climb so much faster as it propels you forward. Your tail can even wrap around you like a furry cloak, keeping you so cozy and warm. This is so much fun to be squirreling about, and you happily join your new furry friend for a magical adventure through the night forest. Snoozytail shows you some special places where other creatures of the night are nesting and resting. Together you are being a little bit cheeky and extremely sneaky, but always with great fun and respect for the other animals of the peaceful woodland. You climb higher up in this oak tree, so very high in the protective leafy folds of the glistening moonlit branches. And this is where Snoozytail shows you a night owl's nest. You peer inside and see adorable baby owls, their wide eyes looking extra round with great surprise to see you. And they hoot happily to greet you. Snoozytail leads you back down the tree now, squirreling and snuffling down to the entrance of a foxhole, a foxy burrow at the base of the tree. Little foxy ears poke out before a mischievous young fox quickly appears and then darts away into the night. And now your kind-hearted squirrel friend leads you deeper into the woodland. The air smells fresh and earthy, and every soothing breath and calming step relaxes you more deeply into this wonderful moonlit journey. Snoozytail now invites you into her hidden home in the oak tree grove. A cluster of wise oak trees, the sages of the ages, so protective of all creatures great and small. Lit by moonlight and shone by starlight, you see that this oak grove is alive with possibility. There are moonflowers unfurling, glowing ferns uncurling, wildflowers sprouting up, and red-spotted mushrooms growing slowly right before your very eyes. As if in a dream, Suddenly you notice other squirrels popping up in the moonlight. Some behind trees, others inside branches, several amongst bushes, and playing in plants on the forest floor. Your brave bushy-tailed friend now introduces you to her dozens of cousins. One big squirrel clan known as a scurry, which makes sense to you watching them all scurry about, foraging for the last food of the night, before tiredness takes over and it will be time for all to sleep. They wave their bushy tails to you, and you swish yours back to this friendly scurry to say hello in reply. Together, you arrive at an oak tree in the very middle of the grove. It looks extra old and gnarled, very ancient and full of wisdom. And now, your new friend, this most creative creature, reveals her squirrel hole inside the tree trunk. A special squirrely hollow which only squirrels know. And inside this amazing chamber in the tree are piles of nuts, seeds, and, of course, acorns. Snoozytail happily places her new acorn inside, her precious gift from you, on the very top of her pile, because you see she is storing up for the winter months, ready for a relaxing hibernation. And finally, both feeling very tired now after a wonderful journey through the hidden forest, Snoozytail leads you to her family's nest, known as a dray. This cozy dray is made of a dense ball of interwoven twigs, lined inside with softest moss, lovely leaves, and cushiony fresh grass. Tonight her family, her squirrel scurry, is nesting together to stay so very warm. It looks so inviting and relaxing, and so you both crawl inside, curl up, and begin to fall asleep in this comforting dray, surrounded by squirrel paws and fluffy, puffy tails. You hear the soothing sounds of soft, squirrely snoring, and extra calming snoozing sounds from Snoozytail herself. So you can now understand where she gets her name. and you start sleeping here too, with these cozy and comforting snoozing sounds all around you, helping you feel so safe and loved to be here, sleeping next to puffy Mama Squirrel, fluffy Papa Squirrel, and all of the furry squirrel kids, just happily falling asleep without a care in the world. And you just love dreaming the night away of wonderful adventures in the night forest of your dreams, feeling so confident in this sleep meditation and happy to be wonderful you. And finally here, you drift deeper and deeper into your loveliest sleep, because you know you can visit Snoozytail, your favorite squirrel friend, for more fun squirreling adventures anytime you wish. Sweet dreams, dear child, and good night.